Texas Supreme Court is temporarily blocking a ruling that would have allowed a woman to get an emergency abortion. Kate Cox's doctors say her fetus has a severe condition and virtually no chance of survival. They also say the pregnancy now poses a growing risk to her life and her fertility. I want to bring in ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmire for more on this. Brian, Kate Cox's doctors say this fetus has virtually no chance of survival, and the longer she carries this pregnancy, the more at risk she is for her uterus rupturing. So how is the Attorney General here making the argument that this case doesn't qualify for an emergency procedure?
In the shortest sense, he's saying this is an elective abortion, that this is a choice that she is making, that the precautions and the fears that her doctors are saying could happen, whether she brings this child to full term and the child does not survive, or if the child dies while in utero, the numerous complications both for her own fertility and her own health. Ultimately, the Attorney General is saying this abortion is elective and therefore does not qualify under Texas exceptions.
Cox says she was raised in Texas. She's raising her children there. She has no intention to leave her home state. So what are her legal options?
At this point is to petition the Supreme Court. A lower court has already said that she would be allowed to have this abortion. But the Texas Supreme Court, as we know, on Friday came in and said, without reviewing the merits, which basically means we haven't looked at the facts and we haven't looked at the law, but we want to have an opportunity to evaluate this case. They want to see what both sides are arguing and whether or not this should be an abortion or not. So right now, it's fight, because the Attorney General said anyone who helps her could face either civil or criminal repercussions.
So what about her doctors? Do they have a legal case here?
It's murky right now, because post Roe v. Wade, especially with the repealing of the right to an abortion, people don't quite know where we land here. And so the Attorney General is saying, no, you don't have a right here. You don't have a right to an abortion. You don't have the right to help her. In fact, any assistance in that matter, Attorney General Paxton has said, we will come after you, whether it be from a local district attorney or from the Attorney General himself.
She's 20 weeks pregnant now. The clock is ticking. But this is the first publicized case of a woman suing to have an abortion since Roe v. Wade. So how significant is the precedent here? What could this do not only for Texas, but also for any state where abortion is banned other than to save the life of a mother?
I think everyone participating in this is watching to see what happens, whether it be the doctors or the healthcare providers. What is the state going to do if they intervene or if they don't intervene? If she ultimately decides, I do want to leave Texas and get an abortion in a different state, those states are now asking, okay, if my citizen or resident of the state leaves and goes somewhere else, what will this state, Texas, do, and will other people follow? It's all going to be about precedence for every person involved in this, and ultimately the health of this young woman and her child.
All right, ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmire, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.